Tensions are rising sharply between Washington and Europe after President Donald Trump renewed his demand for U.S. control over Greenland, prompting rare and forceful warnings from European leaders. French President Emmanuel Macron cautioned Wednesday that any move by the United States to seize Greenland from Denmark would trigger unprecedented consequences. Speaking during a cabinet meeting, Macron warned that violating the sovereignty of a European ally would have cascading effects across the continent. France, he said, would stand in full solidarity with Denmark.
In fact, Trump is using Putin's method. I take it, he's threatening to do with Greenland the same thing Putin did with Ukraine, right?
In any case, Greenland is not for sale, as its Prime Minister stated with great force, clarity and calm last night. Greenland does not want to be owned, governed or integrated by the United States. Greenland has chosen Denmark, NATO and the European Union.
Donald Trump's response was, I will seize it one way or another.
If we're talking about taking possession of it in any manner other than by purchasing Greenland, well, obviously that would appear to be very incongruous, because for a member of NATO, this security alliance that for almost 80 years has united North America with Europe to attack another member of NATO, that would make absolutely no sense. It would even go against the interests of the United States.
What's happening? I hear more and more voices in the United States saying it, so this blackmail must obviously stop.
One still gets the impression that international law today is what's left after Donald Trump has made his choices, right? Is that where we are or not? International law is being trampled, and clearly, as the first days of 2026 have shown, it's now the law of the strongest that governs relations between nations.
Are you planning, as the rumors suggest, to open a consulate in Greenland?
Yes, it's a decision that was taken last summer when the President of the Republic went there. I went there myself at the end of August to prefigure this consulate, which will be installed on February 6th.
February 6th. So we assume this isn't solely to simplify administrative life. I believe we have 6 expatriates there, don't we?
Our primary aim is to clearly demonstrate our firm resolve to significantly deepen our presence across all aspects and dimensions of this particular territory, which is the Kingdom of Denmark. Is that a political signal? It is indeed a political signal, but one that is closely associated with a genuine desire to be more actively present in Greenland, including within the scientific domain, since that is precisely where the shared history between France and Greenland first began to unfold.
The warning came as European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen delivered an equally blunt message from Brussels. Greenland is not for sale.
Greenland belongs to its people. So it's up to Denmark and Greenland, and only to them, to decide on matters that are concerning Denmark and Greenland. That's point number one, and that's very important. We are in constant contact with the Danish government, also to listen to what the needs are, what the needs of the Greenlanders are, in very close contact. Second, Greenland is part of NATO. And when we are speaking about Arctic security, this is one of the core topics of NATO. And we know that the glue between the allies is the fact that there's always the clear motto, one for all for one. So NATO is one forum to integrate the different interests that are out there. The Arctic and Arctic security is also a matter for the European Union without any question. And we've invested since years in our relationship with Greenland. I was there last year, before all this happened, to open the office in Nuuk so that we have a constant channel of communication with the Greenlanders. We have an investment program. We've stepped up our engagement since last year. We have accelerated our work. So there's a strong and good and existing relationship between the European Union and the Greenlanders. And for me, it's important that the Greenlanders know, and they know this by the deeds, not only by the words, that we respect the wishes of the Greenlanders and their interests, and that they can count on us.
Trump, however, has doubled down. In a fiery Truth Social post, he declared Greenland vital to U.S. national security and the missile defense system he calls the Golden Dome, arguing that NATO would be stronger with Greenland under American control. He warned that if the U.S. does not act, Russia or China will. Greenland's Prime Minister, Jens Frederik Nielsen, rejected that claim outright, stating firmly that Greenland will not be owned by the USA. As European allies discuss NATO deployments to the Arctic, the dispute is rapidly becoming a defining test of alliance unity and limits.
We are now facing a geopolitical crisis, and if we must choose between the United States and Denmark right here, right now, then we choose Denmark. We choose NATO. We choose the Kingdom of Denmark. We choose the European Union. But there is one thing that everyone needs to understand. Greenland will not be owned by the United States of America. Greenland does not wish to be governed by the United States. Greenland does not want to be a part of the United States. We choose the Greenland as we know it today, and which forms a part of the Kingdom of Denmark to me.
Tomorrow, Greenland and Denmark are scheduled to meet with the United States. We will come together, we will stay together, and we will go together. We want dialogue and we want to cooperate. We are not seeking conflict, but our message is clear. Greenland is not for sale. We have made that clear from the start, just as we, from the beginning of all this, have told the Americans that if it's about security, there's much more we can and should do together. And we will also reiterate that at the meeting it has not been easy to stand up against completely unacceptable pressure from our closest allies throughout a lifetime. However, much also indicates that the most difficult challenges now lie ahead of us.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That has often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out Tera.
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
Strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged.
To stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.